Welcome back to another episode of Create Sky Colonies. In the last one, I made this super useful sugarcane farm to help with automation, and then Charlie and I went to the Nether looking for our first bits of Netherite. We took a quick pit stop at another fortress to gather a blaze burner, and then got the Netherite we needed to make an ultimate drill so that we could get more Netherite, of course. After that, I made some infrastructure to connect our sugarcane farm to our storage system, and in this episode, we are continuing automation by setting up an oxidization station crushing wheel system that went flawlessly with no flaws, and I didn't have to rebuild it a few times. And we also made a fan system just so we could automate the Netherite processing system. So I would say last episode is quite the success. We finally have some of the basic ingredients that we've been needing this whole time, including our beloved, but also some other random stuff like wool and such. But we still have some issues with our factory, what we're able to make, and the things that probably more importantly, we're not able to make. So let's head down there and check out what still needs to be made with our insane list of factory gauges. If I remember correctly, the main things we don't have right now are things for crushing wheels and such, which you can see here. We have plenty of cobblestone, but basically no gravel and literally no sand. And then the other things are things like fans and stuff, which could make glass, or probably more accurately and more importantly, dried kelp, which we are running out of very quickly. We had 1,800 of this last time I checked, and we are running out quickly. Another thing we totally need is slime balls, which comes from dough, which comes from wheat flour, which comes from crushing wheat. We don't have a crushing wheel. We have plenty of wheat. We have 4,000 wheat, but we can't use any of it. So we need to fix that. And my goal for this episode is to get in those few last modules that we need, configure everything so that it's working. And then if we have extra time, I want to try to set up auto crafters for these massive drill things. Let's just look it up because it is gigantic. That is insane. Oh, another thing we need is an ultimate drill. I want to be able to craft these, at least the iron, diamond, and netherite drills. And we need a station for oxidizing copper because we don't have that either. So we have a lot of plans today. Let's just get straight into the business. I need to request our elevator because I don't have the ability to go up. Unfortunately, our jetpacks only can go so high above the ground. And if there's no ground, like is Oh! It's tomorrow and he already finished this. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. How is he powering this? Where did he pump lava from? Oh, huh. Understood? Absolutely nothing. Wait, is everything done? No, these are just brass casings. How do I get in? Oh, that's probably not a configured one. Okay, hold on. So where's our configured one? Right here. Wow. Holy cow. That's actually crazy. This is nuts. Oh man, I have to start doing stuff. I have been slacking off like crazy. So I suppose let's get into building things and stuff. We also want to set up a little honey distribution farm because we have the ability to get honey bottles right here, but we need to distribute that. So I suppose let's do that first. So I've just gotten the sploosh achievement. Watch a fluid containing item be filled by a spout, which I think means it's working. And yes, sir, it is. Okay, we have fully automated honey. Let me just walk through what the heck I did. I think the main thing is that I moved our fluid tank perfectly back into this corner and gave us a bunch of room up front here. So what we're doing is we're getting our frog port, putting boxes into these barrels here. They have glass bottles in them. That's perfect. Those go out onto the saw. The package gets cut up, leaving the bottle. From there, the bottles get spouted with this honey that is just coming straight out of this fluid tank, heading over to our already existing honeycomb sender system, and that's all. Super easy, and it's just working. So that's great. Now we can get to what we actually need to do, which probably involves removing this whole thing and adding a few fan systems, crushing wheels, and other stuff. I've gone ahead and set up, or maybe just moved, our spouting system and set up a new crushing wheel system. Both of these are now tested and working. You saw I had a couple of difficulties with these crushing wheels going the wrong way. but we fixed those up, and I guess let's walk through what we've done. So something that I think is pretty clever is I've connected up our oxidization station. That's such a fun thing to say, oxidization station. Try it at home. try that at home, everyone. This is now a speech therapy session. Try oxidization station at home. It's really tough, actually. My mouth is making shapes that I never thought I'd see my mouth make before. I have 4 mirrors in front of me so I can get every angle. Sorry. I'm getting so distracted. We have an oxidization station here. It's still so fun to say. Keep saying it at home. Everyone chant with me. Oxidization. Why can't I say it now? Oxidization station. Oxidization station. All right, we have one of these doohickeys. It's oxidizing. I have set it up so that it goes straight into the output of our sawing system since, I don't know, it was here. And then we just have a simple spout oxidizing any blocks that we send into it. And as you saw, I set up the factory gauges for all the copper stuff already. For right now, we're only doing copper blocks and such for this, but we can obviously expand this for when in the factory gauge system if we need. I don't know really what else there is to oxidize. The other thing we made is the crushing wheel system. This thing is so darn simple. We just have our crusher frog port, picking up the items, putting them in the barrel, getting crushed or brought out onto the saw, breaking them open to get crushed, and then it sends it back. It's that simple. Now though, let's get to fans. We just need haunting, smoking, blast smelting, miscellaneous blast smelting for things that need to be smelted twice like stone, washing, and maybe one more, but that might be all that we need. It shouldn't be too difficult. I will need to get some campfires and lava bits and stuff, but then otherwise we'll be good. And I suppose we could walk you through some of that, but let me grab our campfires that we need. And also, do I have a bucket? Yeah, that works. The first thing I want to do for this is set up where or if we can power our fans. Ooh. I bet we can squeeze in a power thing for that in. So let me grab some chain conveyors, and I'm just going to go all the way along like this. Let's see from the outside how this looks. That looks fine. Yeah, we can do that. The reason we need to do this is because we don't have a lot of space to work with, and I'd like to use as much of the wall as I can. I actually don't know if we have encased fans in here, but let's just pretend those are going to go on this set of blocks here, pushing this way. That then means our campfires and soul campfires and other things need to go here, which then means our items drop out here, so I'm putting our chutes down in this spot, and then that means we can grab some brass funnels and put them up against a belt on this block here. So we actually aren't even using a ton of space, all things considered. And I have plenty of space to get back here. That is super sweet. What I'm actually going to do, and I forgot that we had these until I started going through this walkthrough, we have, I forget what they're called, brass... No, we have a factory making them, hopefully. We have the empty fan catalysts. So we have one for blasting, one for washing, and then we don't have any, for whatever reason, for haunting. Oh, which is just soul sand. That's pretty cheap. And smoking. I'm curious if that was in the Great Deployer debacle of 1942. Let's go run over to our factory gauges just to make sure that those aren't broken. I suspect those are the things broken, and then hopefully we can fix that. So, where would I have put them? Down here. You, sir? Why? Oh, that's because this isn't where this goes. Oh my goodness, this needs netherrack, and the other one needs something else. Oh my god, it's so hard to see. I'm so sorry for the impossibility of no light ever, but we need to change these. Do I even have soul sand on this list? Okay, so just to confirm, fan smoking catalyst is netherrack on an empty fan catalyst. Okay, so that's totally why it didn't work before, and that might have been the cause of the Great Deployer debacle. These things aren't working, as we know, because we don't have buckets of lava or water in our system, but we should now see the other stuff working great. Yeah, we have a ton of these now. I'm hoping these will be sent out at some point. If not, though, we can head over and just request them ourselves or make them ourselves. But I'm very glad I checked on that because I thought it was working great. And apparently it was not. All right, so let's actually make these. I should just, yeah, right click. And then they just work. Crazy. Oh, that's so nice. This is so convenient. Now that we have our catalysts, we need to get in our attribute filters on the backs of these funnels here. So I'm going to just start out with smoking first. It really isn't too complicated, but what we need is something that can be smoked. So let's do kelp, and we can throw that in. what we're going to do for this is can be smoked. We're going to do the inverse of this so that this will filter out anything that cannot be smoked and then put it on the belt. That will basically drop out our kelp or anything that can be smoked, wait until it's smoked, it'll turn into a block that cannot be smoked and then picked up. We're going to do the same thing with haunting, and we're going to set this to cannot be haunted. Then we can do washed, set this to cannot be washed. We'll put our water there. For the last attribute filter, we can do cannot be smelted. The last one has to be a list filter since this is everything that can still be smelted after being smelted once. So basically stone, I think that's the only one, but stone obviously can be smelted into smooth stone. So it won't turn into a block that cannot be smelted. It'll turn into a block that still is smeltable and then just despawn. So we don't want that. Now that our funnels are in, we can hook ourselves up to power and hope. Dang, that's pushing. Okay, or pulling. So we need to head down here and switch this around. I'm powering it from down here because there's honestly no other spot to power it from. How are we going to flip this power around? This is kind of annoying. Fortunately, I think what we have to do is use gearboxes and shafts, which isn't my favorite method of doing stuff. I want to be totally honest. But I think it is required in this scenario. So let's connect it with 2 shafts, see what the heck is happening. Oh, it's going the right way. Perfect. Easy job. Thank goodness, because I didn't want to have to do that for 30 minutes going back and forth. So this is now going the correct direction. We can put in the rest of our encased fans, not encased chain drives. And there we go. We should see all of those blowing in the correct direction. Perfect. Now that our bottom part is in, we can put in just a ton. And let me rotate this around so it's going the correct direction. A ton of sawmills all the way across. This is going to get our packages cut up and the contents dropped down here. These are not on, so I can stand on them. And then here we're going to do barrels as a little bit of a buffer. Chutes on top, and this will be where our package filters are going to go. So I already, and I'm stupid because I'm using those things, sorry. Oh, what are you? Fan haunting. Oh, I probably should have. We're getting rid of the saws so I can see what the heck is going on. This package filter.
Where is he?
Oh, I'm monologuing.
Oh, I found you.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Hey. Good, good. Also, I see a new machine.
Yeah, I fixed the honey, so the honey bottles are now automated. I moved your oxidization station. So I've been doing this with my audience. Let's just chant oxidization station because it's a really fun word to say and it makes my mouth go into circles.
Oxidization
Oxidization station. Oxidization station. Oxidization.
Because I say oxidization.
Oh, that's oxidization station. Oxidization station here, bud. Oh, for sure. We're going to go down to the oxidization station and get some Timbits while we're there. Why don't you? Why freaking don't you there?
That's not even Canadian.
Oh, it's pretty close, no? Okay, sorry. Anyway.
What is that accent all about, man?
I don't even know what it's all about. I'm just whipping it out. All right, we can. I mean your oxidization station here, and then we also got the crushing station. And then where'd you go? You're over here. And then I'm working on the fan station, and that's what I was doing when you interrupted me, all rude like. And that's all I've done because I haven't been on in a week.
This is so offensive. You wouldn't do that
offensive
if I was
to who?
Chinese.
It's not a. Oh, well, that's crazy. But also, if it's not a real accent, then it's not offensive. So, checkmate. You're playing checkers and I'm playing chess. That's what's. Oh, sorry. Get this out of my hand.
Oh my god. Oh, that's funny. Okay, well, I like your machine.
Thank you. My goal in this episode is to automate the netherite from raw netherite to netherite scrap / ingot process. So that'll be done by the time I'm done my video. All right. Well, so what have you been doing? Because I think there's actually things on that list.
A few things, but if you'll come with me through the hypertube.
I have learned that this is moved.
Be new.
This is, I have already talked about this in my video. I actually don't remember if I started my video with the interior being done or not, but now it's done, and it's looking pretty cool. I love the big clock in the middle, and
yeah, me too.
The stairs and the hidden item frames is really cool.
Have you ever used the clockwork bearing?
I have, yeah. It's super cool. For train stations, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's super cool, and it's really easy.
Oh, yeah. It's so simple. It's so great.
Yes. Yeah, I thought a clock would be hard, but no.
No, it's
really simple.
So easy. It's great.
Yeah, so we got this over here, too.
Oh, yes. So this is the tube down to where the colonists live. And oh my goodness, that's a long tube.
Yeah, so now this is properly set up.
Oh,
for
nice.
Our
And you have
so
2 out of 4 real bridges. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Look, look, man. I'm doing my best.
Am I good at cosplaying your comment section?
Yeah, no, for real. I'm not good at bridges. These are kind of nice though, because this actually works as like a real bridge.
Oh, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I got it. No worries. I'm actually a pro.
The angle doesn't.
Yeah. So
okay?
Charlie,
the
just as a little fun tidbit, don't walk off the edge on the stairs. I gave you my full confidence. Where the heck did you go? Did you also fall? He's gone. That's a shame. Well, anyway, I guess we could get back to making our fan.
Hey, I fell.
I was curious on where you went.
This part
is good. This part is good. I had too much faith in you.
Normal fence.
I had too much faith.
Yeah.
Wait, it's a normal fence? Yeah. Oh, hold on. I have the double jumpy boots.
This acts as like a normal fence. Yeah.
I'm getting
You're
gaslit.
still. No, you're wearing a.
No. So I was lying. I was providing false news. Bad reporting. My bad. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a cool tube. Is this the only tube that you've built so far?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I do have plans for another one though.
Okay.
I have plans for another few actually.
Ooh.
So I just put in. I just did this like right before you hopped on.
Okay.
If you come over here, I just recently added something.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I love the bridge. The bridge is good. Is this a it builds itself bridge? Yeah, it does.
Yes, it builds itself bridge. It's very nice, super handy.
That
and
is
the colonists
super cool.
can use it.
Really?
Confirmed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Because I was a little worried about that. I was a little worried
I'm
they'd be like,
surprised they have enough brain cells.
Yeah, villagers, and they're like very.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
They struggle a lot with pathfinding.
Yeah.
The colonists are a little different. They're a little better with some stuff. But this is where our military barracks is going to go. It's a huge building. It's going to literally fill this entire island.
Oh.
It's one building is going to fill this whole island. It literally fits like edge to edge. Like I'm actually adding a bit of island over here.
Yeah.
On this corner to help like.
Oh wow.
Fill in what we need for.
Can I show my audience military? Barracks.
Alt barracks.
Alt barracks. What the heck are those?
Oh yeah. By the way, free cam. If you don't know, your jetpack still like activates when you hit space, even if you're in free cam.
I did know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I died just a little while ago to that. Today.
Yeah. No. That is. I'm not a fan. I was playing Beardstone's pack.
I know.
Oh my god, it was a year ago, maybe 2. How old am I? I'm like 100. I'm turning into you. Dust.
What do you mean? Oh my god. Why am I getting bullied?
But yeah, the jetpack thing was an issue there too. It is so sad.
Yeah. I know, it's annoying. We need better jetpacks.
We do. So any mod makers out there who are willing to work for free as like an unpaid internship type of thing, you can do that for us. Thank you.
Yeah. You'll get paid in exposure, right?
Exposure. That's the best way to get paid. If anyone wants to be my editor for no money, let me know.
I've also been. You have so many things that you're trying to do, but I've been trying to like save like big sections of industry for the colony so that you have something to do.
Okay.
With like mine colonies. Otherwise, I'm just gonna like finish everything.
I really need to like do colony stuff. So is there
like I have a whole plan for you.
Okay.
So like this is all military stuff, but up here. Right up here.
Oh, do I get my whole flat land?
We have all this space up here, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking like farming stuff would be good for up here.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
We could also like add islands off of the side of this that like float or like, the same level or a similar level or whatever.
That would be sweet.
And I wanted to get a hypertube up here as well,
Yeah.
so that you can kind of just start like kind of laying out your own little section. Mine colonies isn't always like the way that you can kind of do it however you want. The way that I like to do mine colonies is I like to do like sections of industry.
Okay.
So like I like to have like a farming section, and then like an industrial section, and like a, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Military section, that's kind of how I like to do it.
Uh-huh. Oh, I've put down one of the farm things, and this thing is enormous.
Yeah, so you don't actually have to use the stuff from this pack either. You could use stuff from a different pack.
Okay.
If you wanted to. So you could have something that's a much more reasonable size if it makes more sense.
Okay.
But there also is, I believe there are, and I think this would be really cool, under agriculture fields, balloon field. Yeah.
Yeah, I
If
saw this.
you look at the balloon fields, that would be really cool.
But what do they make? Or is that just a field that is held up by balloon?
It's just a field that's held up by balloon. This one is bamboo, cactus, sugarcane only, but I think... Oh, I guess it only builds... Oh, interesting. Well, what we can do, because of the fact that these fields, because of the fact that they're only one level, so you build them and they're done.
Yeah.
You don't have to, like, level them up. Because of that fact, we could just replace the sand in there with grass, or with dirt, and then we could, like, turn it into a...
Oh, would that work?
Yeah, it would.
Oh. Yeah, that's
because
super
fields
convenient.
are like... Fields are defined through like a scarecrow, and so I think if we just placed a scarecrow in the middle of that field, we could probably get it to do whatever we wanted.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I think. But yeah, so there's a whole section of mine colonies that I'm sort of saving for you, but
Oh. Okay, I have to do that. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I didn't want to
I
step
know.
on your mine colony toes.
No,
you know?
I'm trying to I want you to like you know, get into it.
I do
and,
want to
kind of have
I
your
do
own
need to
little
learn the
thing for it.
mod, but I don't want to. It's out of my comfort
Yeah.
zone. But yeah,
Oh,
I probably
no.
should. I know.
Oh no, Kindle's gonna be out of his comfort zone.
I know. It's so sad. I got to get back
All
to
right,
work.
You're gonna
And
go build
I
something.
assume you also have to build something.
Yeah, I think my little island section is done. Yeah,
It looks
totally
done.
is. Look at it.
Nice.
Look at it. It looks like it looks kind of growth.
Yeah, like a tumor. It kind of looks like if you threw a kidney at a guy and it got lodged in his neck.
Yeah, it doesn't look great. I
No.
know. I think I'm gonna like fill in that little joint there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it looks a little nicer, you know? Yeah.
That would be probably helpful.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that manually though.
Okay. Or
by
we
hand.
can just name that little bit the growth and call it a day.
The
It's all
growth-
about branding.
Yeah, true. Yeah. How do we make the growth like a positive thing though? You know?
How do we make growth a positive thing, Charlie? You said it right there. There you go.
It's growth.
It's growth.
Positive growth.
Positive growth. That's
so it just
beneficial.
slowly grows over time.
We just add another small island every episode. That won't get tedious
That'll be
and
good. Yeah,
horrendous.
no, that'll be great. Okay. I gotta go work on that.
Yep. Good luck with your growth.
You go work on your thing.
I will. This time you punched me. The turns have tabled.
Yeah, I was getting you back for last time.
Yeah, you need like 50 more, I think.
That was not an accident.
Oh, well, that doesn't even count then. It doesn't even count.
Okay, see ya.
See ya. All right, well, now that Charlie has finished interrupting me, we saw some of the cool stuff, the cool hypertubes, and he's going to add more. And yeah, we probably do need to get into some of the mine colony stuff. I have really only been spending my days in here and in the other factory bit. We haven't really been doing anything else. So yeah, I guess, where were we? Let's get back to these. Package filters. Where did my packages go? But what we were doing before, we have washing. That is going to be this one. So our washing packages are going to go straight down here. Our blast smelting one, gonna go right here. And then we have smoking, miscellaneous blast smelting. I think smoking is down here. It is. And then hopefully this one is haunting. Perfect. Okay, so that is all of our packages in. We can get in our saws. Somehow I put them up fully upside down. And then we'll need to power those saws at some point, but then otherwise we're good. If I can gearbox here and those go the right way so that they go straight into the... What? Oh, right. I was like, how did this get onto this belt? It is because gearboxes, of course, as we know, are not hauntable. If we could look at our filter, this is everything that's not hauntable. So it goes straight to here, which means, I mean, it's working flawlessly so far. And that also means our saws are going the correct direction, which is great. We don't have to move those around at all. So I'm going to put out our funnels going there. And then up top here, we need our belt shafts and all those fun other things. Do I have a depot? I think I do. Let me try to find a depot. Where would I have put a depot in my toolboxes if I were smart enough to remember where things go? Oh, okay, now kind of is the big question of where do I want to put our frog port and stuff. So I've added in a little system here that'll just drop our packages out on the top and head over to the ending bit. Now though, I'm struggling on how to power this top belt. There's not really a way, and I wish there was, there's not really a way for me to get down here with power unless I break one of these glass things. Which, let's see how it looks. Let's see if it looks like trash, and if it does, we'll put it back. Promise. I think that looks okay. Then from here, I hope I can break in here, which I totally can. Grab a shaft in a gearbox and connect you up to power. And nice, this is going the correct direction. So that one is good. Our output belt is the last thing that we should need to do. And I'm actually thinking we reuse this packager. And do I have a volt? Break all of you. Grab a funnel going into this chute, and then we can have our packager placed perfectly there. Ooh, this is going to be snazzy. So we can have storage going there, and then let's just andesite casing up literally this entire place to make it look finished off. So we're gonna casing all the way over here. I need to remember to power this. Oh, I bet I can. Oh, please tell me this goes the right way. It looks like it does. No, it didn't. Oh, and it conveniently went straight into here. No worries. We can easily peasily connect it up like that, and that should be going the correct way now. So let's... How have I done this? Everything looks like it's going the wrong way when it's in fact going the right way, and it's making me lose... I removed something. I think it was just an item vault. It's making me lose my mind. I'm going crazy. You're going the right way. Yes. Winner, winner, $ dinner. So now all we need to do is get our packager in here. We already have our pulse timer, a sign telling it to go to storage, and to put our frog port back on top. Set you to send only. There we go. Everything is looking fabulous and snazzy, both of the most important things, and we should now be able to automate stuff. So I think let's head back over to our factory gauge board. I'm gonna just send it and turn on all of them at the same time. I think that would be way more fun than doing it, one at a time, going back and forth. No, I have never made a mistake in my life ever, and I'm not gonna start today with messing. Uh-oh. I have broken it again. That's the problem. We have unstackable items in here, and it just picks a random one. Looks like it's working pretty consistently, but I don't really have faith that it'll continue to be consistent. I think it's the fact that we're using a hopper. I think if we don't use a hopper, it'll work better. That's my guess. That's my guess to this. This is a design that I've given you all in a tutorial, and if it doesn't work all the time, and by all the time, I mean consistently it doesn't work. Oh, it's so frustrating. Yeah, it's really frustrating. Okay, other stuff that might be broken and going wrong. Fans. Is this guy doing his job? Feels like this guy isn't doing his job. What are these packages saying? Oh, nope, they're all for the deployer. Ooh, you know what? This is actually too complicated for me. So let me grab a threshold switch. So let's put this... on you. No, not on you. That'll power stuff. We don't want that. On you, we can set this to items 0 and 0, and then redstone link. Then we can throw a redstone link on top of you. Set this filter to deployer, power, receive, deployer, power, send, and we're going to invert that signal. So this should be powered since there's nothing in this hopper, and then otherwise it'll be depowered. I think that's a good plan. I guess let's test it. We should see this work every single time now, hopefully. It looks like it is so far. That doesn't mean it's going to work forever indefinitely, but I'm hoping that this little change will make it much more consistent, because for recent times, it has not been very good. I feel like this looks pretty okay, actually. I mean, so far it feels like it's still working. We've at least used up a lot of our packages, which is good news. I don't think I've seen an instance so far where our stuff has been incomplete or unbuilt. We're out of packages on the top bit. I think this is working. One thing I didn't do is set up our netherite, and that is because I wanted to do that together, but everything else should now be set up. And for things, I don't know, like wheat or wheat flour or all those fun things, they should all be being made and requested. So I'm not really sure what the delay is on those. Oh my, whoa, it's done? Whoa, it's done. Whoa. Wait. Whoa. Oh man, wait, are our other things done? Oh guys, this is so much faster. I couldn't even show you because it was done before I finished. That's crazy. All right, well, let's do netherite, I guess. We have almost every step. I think this one is the one we don't have right now, but let's go through it. All of these require the previous one, so I'm just gonna go add new component on each of these bad boys, and then we can go through and figure out what the heck each of them needs to be made. So we're gonna start off with our raw netherite scraps, and those will get turned into burnt netherite scrap. So for burnt netherite scraps, we need our blast smelting. And for this, we could do a stack. I'm gonna stick with 16, because we, unfortunately, probably aren't gonna have a ton of raw netherite scrap all the time. Let's bump this up to a stack. I want a stack of this at a time. And then we can get to this one. What is this? Haunted? We don't even need to look. This one, we need haunting. We could do 16 of you. I want a stack of you as well. The next one, this one might be a little bit challenging. Oh, it's just smoking. Easy. And then we have our lava one. This one we don't have just yet. And then after lava, we have washing. So this is our fan for washing. I'll just do 16. Oh no, this one we actually have low odds of getting, right? 7% chance that we get a netherite scrap from a lava netherite scrap. So since it's 7, we're gonna do 14, gives us almost 1, and then we'll set this to 30 minutes exploration, because that's not always the case, unfortunately. But there we go, we have pretty much netherite. Now though, we need to get set up with our superheated blaze mixer back in our factory. So let's head over there and get that built in. And then once that's in, I think for now we can use blaze burners, but I will obviously want to get that diesel stuff set up. Oh, what are we waiting for here? We don't have water. What? What scallywag put that in the way? All right, well, it's back to up and running. At least we didn't have too much of a backup, I hope. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm hoping we can squeeze this in right here, actually. That would be ideal. All we need is kind of just to duplicate what we already have. So, no, don't go in there. Stop it. We need to extend this, and then, yeah, I'm gonna need a new way of powering this. That's gonna be kind of the biggest difficulty. Since, let's grab a cogwheel. I'm pretty confident this is going to spin the incorrect direction for our belts. Yeah, we needed to go the other way. Oh. There we go. So I told you it was going to be a challenge. I told you it was going to be super difficult to do, and I was right. So who's so smart? Me. You're welcome. Okay, honestly, that's pretty much all we need. I do need a way to get our lava up here. And actually, what's underneath here? Nothing. So I think that'll mean that we can get it up and around. Can I squeeze in here? Kinda. So I'm hoping we can just bring this along, down, and then into this little gap. I think that's everything. I am going to grab ourselves a mechanical pump that we can throw in here, and then a cog there, and we should see this fill with lava. Easy. Okay. Spooky. All right, yeah, the last thing we should need to do is put on a package filter to this. Did I? I think I put them all away. All right, we're gonna name it Mixer Super Hot. And then I think we're good. We need to, underneath here, break out this block, and then we can get our diesel coming in from the bottom. Once we get there, we're not gonna be nearly close enough yet. But already, that sounds pretty darn good. I actually really quick want to casing up you. I think that'll do. And then let's also back here put that hot mixer package name. Over back near the factory gauge board, let's set this up. So mixer, super hot and good. All right, that should be everything for the netherite section. I'm going to need to set all of these to a stack. Obviously, we're not gonna get anything until we have some raw netherite scrap, but also we need that diesel. So that's probably gonna be the plan for the next episode. And I know I said maybe if we had time, we'd get into some auto crafting. I don't think we have time today in this episode. But we got a lot of stuff done, a lot of stuff automated, and I'm very pleased about that. Yeah, we have so many things now fully completed, which is so great. I'm gonna just cancel that and redo it. I don't know if that's been waiting on stuff or not. We also fixed our deploying issue and that module. That is really nice. That has been plaguing me since the start of the series. And then everything else is going. It's making its way. Making my way. Which is kind of the best news we can hope for. So I think with that, I'm gonna leave this episode here. We have a tube going into our house now. I literally walked right by this and didn't see it. Hello? Oh, that's hilarious. Let's... Cool. Well, we're here, and our factory modules are working flawlessly with no flaws and never had any flaws the whole time. But yeah, I appreciate you all for tuning in, for watching, and I hope you all liked the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're not already somehow. We're on episode 1 of the many, probably double digits, and I suppose I will see you in the next one. Peace.